The alien in the park. Jason loved quiet walks in the evening. The sun was low, the breeze was soft, and the city park near his home was mostly empty. It was his favorite time to relax and think. His loyal dog Max, a small fluffy ball of energy, ran ahead on the path, sniffing everything like it was brand new. But today was different. Max suddenly barked, then darted into the bushes. Jason called out, "Max, no, stay on the path," but the dog didn't listen. He rushed after him, pushing through the thick green leaves. On the other side, Max was proudly holding something in his mouth. It was pink and silky, underwear before Jason could react. A voice snapped from the side. "Hey, human, your furry friend stole my panties." Jason turned fast. Standing just a few feet away was a girl, but not just any girl. She was tall, glowing slightly under the sunset, her silver hair falling over her shoulders like liquid light. Her skin had a soft purple shine, her eyes large and bright green. She looked like something out of a sci-fi movie. And she was beautiful in a way that didn't seem possible. She crossed her arms, looking at Max with an amused expression. "Is this how humans say hello here, by sending their pets to steal clothes?" Jason's face turned red. He grabbed the underwear from Max, who wagged his tail like he had won a prize. I'm sorry. He doesn't usually do that." The girl laughed, soft and musical. "It's fine. He's cute, so I forgive him." Jason looked at her again, trying to understand what he was seeing. "Are you, in costume or something?" She tilted her head. "No costume. I'm Zara. I'm not from this planet." Jason blinked. He thought maybe he didn't hear her right. "Not from this planet," Zara nodded. "I'm here for research. I study human culture. Today I'm observing Earth's fashion habits in public parks. I didn't know humans let pets wear their clothes." Jason laughed nervously. "No, they don't. Max just has very bad manners sometimes." Zara stepped closer. Her eyes scanned Jason with curiosity. "You're not running away?" "Most humans run or scream when they see someone like me. I watch a lot of sci-fi," Jason said with a half smile. "You're not the weirdest thing I've seen," Zara smiled back. "Then maybe we can talk. I have many questions about Earth." Max barked, circling Zara happily. She bent down and scratched behind his ears. Jason noticed that her fingers left a small trail of light on Max's fur, like energy, glowing softly before fading. "You really are not from Earth, are you?" he asked, voice quiet now. "No, I'm not," she said, looking up. "But I'm not dangerous. I came alone. I'm just curious about your kind, and maybe a little bored of my own world." Jason wasn't sure what to say. This was crazy, but somehow it felt real. Too real. "Do you live around here?" Zara asked, standing straight again. "Yeah, just a few blocks down." She smiled, her eyes sparkling. "Good. Then maybe I'll see you again, human." "Jason," he said. "My name's Jason." "Jason," she repeated slowly. "I like that. And your furry thief, what's his name?" "Max." "Well, Jason and Max, enjoy your walk. Try to keep the underwear stealing to a minimum." She turned and walked away toward the trees, her silver hair catching the last light of the sun. Jason stood there, heart racing, watching her disappear into the shadows. Max barked again, like he wanted to follow. Jason whispered to himself, "What just happened?" The sky darkened slowly as they walked back to the main path. Jason kept looking back, hoping to see her again. Part of him wanted to believe it was all just a strange dream. But the silky pink underwear in his jacket pocket said otherwise, and somewhere behind the trees, Zara watched from the shadows, smiling. Already planning her next move. This was going to be fun. She follows him home. Jason locked his front door and placed Max's leash on the hook near the shelf. His mind still ran in circles about what happened in the park. An alien girl with glowing eyes and silver hair. Joking about stolen underwear like it was just another afternoon chat. It didn't feel real, yet it happened. He poured himself a glass of water and sat on the couch staring at Max. "You're lucky you're cute," Jason mumbled. "You almost started interplanetary drama," Max barked in reply, tail wagging like nothing was wrong. Just as Jason reached for the TV remote, there was a knock on the door. He stood up slowly, unsure who it could be. When he opened the door, his jaw dropped. There she was, Zara, standing on his porch like she belonged there, dressed in a hoodie and jeans now, her eyes still bright green, her glow a little dimmer under the streetlight. "You followed me," Jason said, more surprised than angry. "Not exactly," she answered with a small smile. "I used my scan to read Max's scent trail." "Very simple tech, really." Jason stepped back. "That doesn't sound simple at all," Zara shrugged. "It is where I come from. Anyway, I was curious." "You seemed interesting," Max barked happily, and ran to her, wagging his tail like she was a family member. Jason looked around nervously. "You shouldn't be here. What if someone sees you?" Zara stepped inside like she didn't care. "You invited me the moment you laughed at my joke. That's an Earth signal for friendliness, yes. I didn't invite you to my house," Jason replied, but he didn't close the door. Zara looked around the living room, poking at the couch, sniffing the lamp, pressing random buttons on the TV remote. Jason sighed. "Okay, you're here. Just don't blow up anything," she smiled. "I'll try." She sat cross-legged on the floor and stared at Max, who plopped down beside her. "Your world is so colorful. So soft." "I like it." Jason watched her, confused by how she moved, calm and confident, yet curious like a child. "Are you really here just for research, or is there more to it?" Zara didn't answer right away. She looked up, serious now. "Some aliens think Earth is useless. I wanted to see for myself, and maybe I didn't like my home very much anymore. Everything there feels fake, decided, too perfect." "No surprises," Jason raised an eyebrow. "And getting your underwear stolen by a dog is a better surprise." Zara laughed, loud and full, making Max bark again. "Exactly. Chaos is charming." Then she stood and walked over to Jason's bookshelf. Her fingers ran along the dusty spines of old novels. "You learn by living here, right? You feel pain, love, hunger, anger, joy. My kind avoids all that. But I want to feel it. All of it." Jason leaned against the wall, unsure if this was still a joke or something deeper. "That's heavy stuff for a girl who landed 2 hours ago." Zara turned to him, now only a few feet away. "I may look young to you, but I've lived longer than most humans. Time moves differently in my world." The lights in the room flickered slightly. Jason noticed the microwave beeped on its own. His phone buzzed, then shut off. He looked at Zara. "Did you do that?" he asked. She gave a half smile. "Maybe. I'm still adjusting to Earth's low-tech systems. My presence sometimes interferes." Jason crossed his arms. "So you're basically a walking Wi-Fi disruptor with glowing eyes. And you're a human with a dog who collects alien underwear," she replied smoothly. Jason laughed. He couldn't help it. "Okay, fine. You can stay. For one night. But you sleep on the couch. And no reading my mind or melting my microwave. No promises," she said with a grin as the night deepened. Zara sat beside Max on the floor, watching old human cartoons with wide eyes. Jason watched her from the corner of his eye. She didn't blink much. She didn't breathe like a human either. But she looked at the screen like she truly enjoyed it, and for the first time in a long time, Jason didn't feel alone outside the window. Hidden in the dark sky, something far above blinked twice, then vanished, like someone or something was watching her. But inside, the alien girl giggled at a cartoon, while the human guy made popcorn. The real story was just beginning. Human things are confusing. The next morning, Jason opened his eyes to the smell of smoke. He sat up fast, heart pounding, then ran to the kitchen. The toaster was on fire. Zara stood nearby, holding a frying pan with both hands, wearing one of Jason's oversized shirts, her silver hair tied up messily. "I was trying to make breakfast," she said calmly. As the smoke alarm screamed above her, Jason rushed forward, unplugged the toaster, then waved a towel at the alarm. "What did you put in there?" "Frozen pizza," she replied, like it was the most normal answer in the world. "In a toaster," Jason said. Coughing, "I saw it on TV." A box said "ready in minutes" and showed something like this. She pointed at the now black smoking mess. Jason sighed, then laughed. "You really don't get human stuff, do you?" Zara smiled, her glowing eyes playful. "That's why I'm living with one. For training, research. You're my teacher now." Jason shook his head. "I didn't sign up for that." "Especially not." As a cooking instructor, Max barked behind them, tail wagging like usual. Not at all bothered by the burning smell later that day, Zara wanted to go outside again. She insisted on wearing clothes she picked herself. Jason opened the front door and froze when he saw her outfit. She was wearing two mismatched shoes, a sparkly scarf as a belt, and a pink baseball cap with the words "Kiss the Chef" on it. Backwards. "Do I look Earth normal?" she asked, posing proudly. Jason laughed out loud. "You look like a fashion crime scene. But somehow, it works on you." They walked to a nearby grocery store. Zara touched everything: fruit, soda bottles, chewing gum, and kept asking questions. "Why do you keep milk in boxes? Why are there so many colors of chips? Why do humans have tiny green trees in plastic pots?" Jason tried his best to answer, but halfway through the aisle, she picked up a stick of deodorant, opened it, and licked grabbed it from her hand. "That's not food." "That's for your armpits," she frowned. "Why would you put food-smelling cream under your arms?" Jason didn't even know how to explain that. He just said, "Welcome to Earth." Back at home, Zara sat cross-legged on the carpet, flipping through a fashion magazine. "So many rules," she said. "Do this, don't wear that, cover this, show that. Your people are obsessed with how they look." Jason sat across from her with a cup of tea. "Yeah, we kind of are, but I don't need to look human to feel something," she said softly. Jason looked at her, puzzled. "What do you mean?" She closed the magazine and looked directly into his eyes. "You feel something too, don't you?" Jason felt his heart skip. "Zara, I don't even know what species you are. That doesn't change what's real," she said, leaning closer. He didn't answer. His brain was trying to catch up with his emotions. Her presence was strange, intense, and completely unforgettable. Suddenly, Max barked and jumped between them, as if sensing the moment was getting too serious. Zara laughed and rubbed his head. "Your furry friend is very protective. He likes me, but not too close to you." Jason rubbed his face. "Or maybe he just wants more breakfast." Zara stood and stretched. "Maybe I'll try cooking again tomorrow." "I'll microwave a banana." Jason stared at her. "Please don't." As night fell, Zara sat on the balcony, staring at the stars. Jason joined her, holding a blanket in one hand and a soda in the other. "Looking for home up there?" She shook her head. "No, I'm looking for a reason to stay down here." Jason didn't say anything. He just handed her the blanket. She didn't take it. Instead, she leaned into him, resting her head on his shoulder. She whispered, "Human feelings are confusing," Jason replied. "Try being human." It's confusing every day. Far above them, in the quiet sky, something moved. A slow blink of green. Gone in seconds, but on that little balcony, one alien girl and one human guy sat side by side, both wondering what this strange feeling was that neither could name, yet both wanted more of. The trouble with touch. Jason was half asleep on the couch, the TV glowing with soft blue light. Max was curled up at his feet. Zara sat beside him, legs folded under her, silently watching the screen, but her eyes weren't on the movie anymore. They were on him. She leaned closer, just enough for Jason to notice. "Human skin is so warm," she said softly. Jason looked at her, blinking awake. "What?" She reached out and gently touched his hand. "Your body. Always giving off heat. On my planet, we don't feel this." "Not like you do," Jason smiled, unsure if she was teasing again or being serious. "I guess that's just biology." Zara didn't laugh this time. Her fingers stayed on his hand. Suddenly, Jason felt something sharp, not painful, but strange. A rush of memories hit him all at once. His childhood birthday, his mom smiling in the kitchen, a rainy day when he cried alone after school. It all flashed through his mind like lightning. He pulled his hand away, shocked. "What did you just do?" Zara looked down. "I didn't mean to show that much. I was curious." Jason stood up, breathing fast. "You read my memories, only the surface ones," she said gently. "Your emotions were louder than your thoughts. I just wanted to feel what you feel. Your kind lives so deep, even in small moments. It's beautiful. It's dangerous too." Jason looked at her like she was someone he didn't know. "You told me you came here for research." "This doesn't feel like research. It feels like something else." Zara stood as well. "I told you the truth, but there's more. I didn't want to scare you before." Jason stayed quiet, waiting. Zara looked toward the window, where the night sky stretched wide and dark. "My people are gifted with touch. We don't need wires or machines to connect. A moment of contact can tell us everything. Your fears, your hopes, even the lies you hide from yourself. It's how we learn fast. It's how we survive." Jason's voice dropped to a whisper. "So all this time, you've been reading me?" Zara shook her head. "No, only now. Only because I wanted to understand why I keep feeling something something strange. It started after that first moment in the park. You looked at me like I mattered, not as a creature, not as a threat, just As a girl, Jason didn't know what to say. His heart was racing. Zara stepped closer again, but didn't touch him this time. "On my world, feelings are controlled. Love is considered a weakness. But here, you live with it every day. It's in your music, your food, your jokes. Even your pain has color. I want to know more. I want to stay, but there's risk." Jason frowned. "Risk from who?" Zara turned toward him, her glow now a little brighter. "From my people. If they find out I'm feeling this, feeling you, they'll come. They'll take me away. Or worse, they'll try to remove the emotion before it grows too deep. It's happened before to others. They call it correction." Jason's chest tightened. "So you're saying someone might come for you?" Zara nodded. "Soon. That signal in the sky you missed last night, it wasn't just light, it was a warning. A scan. They know I'm still here, and they know I've connected with a human." Jason stepped forward now, close enough to see the fear hiding behind her eyes. "Then we'll hide you. We'll figure it out. I don't care if you're alien or magical. Or whatever. You're here. You're real. That's all I need." Zara blinked slowly. "You would fight for me, even knowing what I am." Jason smiled. "Max likes you." "That's enough reason," she laughed, but her eyes were wet now. "You're a strange creature, Jason, and I think I'm starting to love your kind because of it." Outside, a silent ripple moved across the sky, like something invisible was passing overhead, scanning, searching, but inside, in the glow of soft TV light, the alien girl and the human boy stood close. Not touching, not yet, but something stronger than touch was already forming between them. The government knows. Jason woke up to the sound of Max growling. It wasn't his usual playful growl. This one was low, Deep, alert Jason sat up fast and listened outside his bedroom window. Headlights flickered. Not one car, but several. Black. Large, silent. No sound of engines, no voices, just movement in the shadows. Max stood at the window now, tail stiff, staring at something Jason couldn't see yet. He pulled the curtain back slowly. Men in black suits stepped out of the vans. Each wore dark glasses, even though it was early morning. They moved with military precision. One of them held a strange handheld scanner. It beeped faintly, and every time it did, the man pointed toward Jason's house. Jason rushed out of the bedroom. Zara, wake up. Now, she was already standing in the hallway, dressed, eyes glowing softly, face calm but serious. They're here, she said. Jason stared. You knew this would happen, she nodded. They've been tracking. The energy waves. I can't hide anymore. I thought we had more time. I was wrong. Jason moved quickly, grabbing a backpack, stuffing clothes inside without thinking. Are they your people or mine? Zara stepped closer, voice low. They're yours. Earth's secret protection unit for extraterrestrial contact. I didn't think they were this close, but they must have picked up my emotional field. That only happens when an alien stays too long or cares too much. Jason paused. You mean, I'm in trouble because I'm not supposed to feel what I feel, she said, watching him carefully. Jason looked around. There's no time to argue. Come on, Max barked and ran toward the back door. Jason followed. Him, Zara closed behind. They slipped into the yard, then ducked through the neighbor's gate from behind them. A voice called out through a loudspeaker, firm, robotic, cold, unknown energy source located. Subject must surrender peacefully. Surround the building. No contact allowed with local civilians. Zara grabbed Jason's arm. They'll wipe your memory if they catch you with me. That's the rule for contamination. Jason didn't stop running. Then we don't get caught. They jumped into Jason's old car. It coughed, groaned, then started. Tires screeched. As they pulled away from the street, Zara looked back once. Her face was unreadable. Jason glanced at her. Where do we go now? She didn't answer for a moment. Then, somewhere quiet. Somewhere they won't scan. Water or mountains are best. Earth's nature hides energy signatures better than cities do. Jason nodded. I know a place. My grandfather's old cabin. No power, no internet. Middle of the woods. Zara finally smiled, just a little. Good. You're smarter than you look, Jason grinned. You're way scarier than you act. As they drove, Zara explained more. The agency that came after me, they don't kill. But they erase. They remove everything about the alien they catch. Records, memories, even emotion. They believe it's safer to make humans forget. Jason tightened his grip on the wheel. They won't erase you from me. I won't let them. Zara looked at him with a softness that didn't need words. Hours passed. Roads became narrower. Civilization faded behind trees and fog. Finally, they reached the cabin, small, wooden, hidden in deep forest inside. It was cold, but quiet. Safe. Jason lit a fire. Zara sat beside it, eyes closed, breathing slower than any human ever could. Max curled up in her lap like he didn't care about alien laws or secret agents. Jason sat across from her. Do they know where we are now? Zara opened her eyes. No. For now, we're hidden. But not forever. They will scan again. They always do. Jason leaned forward. So what do we do? Zara hesitated. Then, we plan. I fake a signal that says I left Earth. They think I'm gone. I stay. Disguised, low power, no contact. You live your life like nothing happened. I become your weird roommate who never shows up in photos. Jason raised an eyebrow. That's your plan, Zara smirked. It's better than being erased. Jason looked into her eyes. glowing softly like starlight caught in a bottle. "No matter what happens," he said, "you're not leaving alone." "If you go, I go." She didn't laugh. She just whispered, "Then we're both in this now." Outside the cabin, the trees swayed in the wind, silent watchers of a secret now too big for one world asterisk. The truth about Zara: the cabin was quiet, surrounded by trees that blocked the wind, the sky, and the world. Jason sat near the fire, holding a cup of cold coffee he never drank. Max snored softly by the window, his tail twitching now and then like he was chasing something in a dream. Zara stood outside alone, facing the forest, eyes closed, hair lifted gently by the breeze. She hadn't spoken in over an hour. Jason finally stepped out and joined her. "It's safe to talk again," he said quietly. "The scanners haven't passed over us since yesterday." Zara didn't turn right away. "It's not the scanners I'm worried about. It's the truth. Once I tell you, there's no going back." "You'll see me differently." Jason stepped closer. "Zara, I already know you're not human. You glow, you read emotions, and you eat frozen bananas with ketchup." "What else could surprise me now?" Zara turned. Her eyes were not glowing, not this time. They were calm, almost tired. "I didn't come alone. Not really. I was sent here as part of a test. My people are watching. Not with ships, not with weapons, but with their minds. Right now, somewhere far above, they're reviewing everything I've seen, felt, touched. You, Max, this cabin, your world." Jason's voice dropped. "So we're just data to them." "Yes," Zara said. "But I broke the rule. I went off mission. I wasn't supposed to stay in one place this long. I wasn't supposed to feel anything. I wasn't supposed to care." Jason crossed his arms. "But you do, don't you?" Zara nodded. "At first it was curiosity. Then it became comfort. Then it became something else, something I was never trained to handle. You became more than just a subject. You became important." Jason looked into her eyes. "So what now? Did they come and pull you back, wipe everything clean?" "No," she whispered. "Worse, they offer a choice. Stay with your feelings and you are disconnected forever from our technology, our history, even your name. You become an exile, a forgotten being. No return, no contact, no home." Jason's breath caught. "And if you go back, they'll remove what I felt. I'll return empty, safe, loyal, cold," she said, her voice thin. Jason stepped forward. "Then don't go back. Choose here. Choose me. Choose Max. We're a mess, but we're real." Zara looked up at the sky. "It's not just about me anymore. If I stay, others will come. Not to welcome, to control, to investigate. Earth will become a lab. Humans will become specimens." Jason's jaw tightened. "So you think your people would hurt us? They won't mean to, but curiosity becomes fear. Fear becomes control." "That's how it always begins," she replied. The fire inside the cabin flickered through the window. Zara's face glowed orange for a moment, like the last light of a setting sun. Jason took her hand. This time, without fear, Zara gasped softly. Her body lit faintly, like stars had bloomed under her skin. She closed her eyes, and for a second, they both felt it. No secrets, no barriers, no lies. Jason saw flashes. Her home planet with crystal towers and silent skies. Endless fields of floating light. Beings without mouths who spoke through thought and emotion. And he saw her, young, curious, breaking rules even before Earth. He opened his eyes. "You're not just brave. You're lonely." Zara didn't deny it. "My people forgot how to feel. I came here hoping to find something lost. I found it in you." Jason pulled her close. "Then don't let them take it back. We'll figure out a way to stay hidden, to live quietly. Just you, me, Max, and no more space drama." Zara laughed softly. That sounds like a strange Earth. Dream. I like it. Behind the trees, the sky rippled. Not a ship, not a drone, but a signal. One last chance for her to answer. Zara looked at it, then at Jason. They're calling me one final time. After this, they cut me off. Forever, Jason said. What do you choose? Zara took a breath that felt like a beginning. I choose Earth. The sky blinked once. Then silence. Max barked like it was over, like he already knew what choice she made. And inside that small cabin, where love grew from chaos and a stolen pair of panties, two lives changed forever. One human, one alien, now bound by something stronger than science. Escape or stay forever. Morning came slow and silent. The fire had died. The air was cold, but inside the small wooden cabin, everything felt warm. Zara sat beside Jason on the floor, wrapped in a blanket. Max snored gently between them, like nothing in the universe had changed, but it had. Zara had refused the call from her people. She had chosen to stay. Chosen Earth. Chosen him. Jason poured 2 cups of tea, though he knew Zara never really drank. You're sure they can't reach you now? She looked out the window at the fog-covered forest. The link is gone. My energy is sealed. No more updates, no more signals. To them, I'm already deleted. A shadow. A failure. Jason handed her the cup. Then let's build a new story. A quiet one. No aliens, no scanners. Just us. Zara smiled, but it didn't last long. There's one more thing, she said, voice soft. We have to convince the Earth agents I'm gone too. If they keep looking, it's only a matter of time before someone finds me again. I need to disappear. From both sides, Jason nodded slowly. Fake your exit. Make it look like you left the planet. Yes, Zara said. I'll build a decoy signal. One strong enough to fool their satellites. A fake launch, a fake goodbye. But I can't send it from here. I need higher ground and a short burst of full power. Just once, Jason checked the map on the cabin wall. There's an old radio tower up the ridge. Dead for years. No cameras, no grid. It could work. Before sunset, they packed what they needed. Jason carried tools and wires. Zara carried a tiny glowing cube, the last piece of her alien tech. The hike was slow, the path rough. Zara was weaker now without connection to her people, but she kept walking, eyes forward. Heart steady at the top, the tower stood like a forgotten giant, covered in vines, rust eating through steel. Jason helped her climb to the platform. There, under the clouds, she placed the cube and connected it to the old cables. This will burn out when it's done, she said, like a flare in the sky. It will say, mission complete, subject departed, do not return. And then it's over. Jason stood beside her, and we go back to the cabin. Just like that. Zara didn't answer. She pressed her fingers to the cube. It lit up. Bright, blinding, silent. Jason had to look away when he opened his eyes again. Zara was staring at the sky. No ships, he said. No scans, she added. It worked. They climbed down, hearts lighter, the world quiet again back. At the cabin, Zara changed. No more alien clothes, no glow in her hair, no energy in her hands. Just a girl now. A girl with sharp eyes, soft words, and a strange love for human cartoons. Jason made dinner. Max begged for leftovers. Zara played old Earth music on the radio, dancing like nobody was watching. For the first time, life felt normal, even if it wasn't days past, then weeks. Jason filed a report at his job. Family emergency. Long leave, back soon maybe. Zara stayed hidden. No one asked questions. No one came looking. One evening, as snow fell quietly outside, Zara sat on the couch, holding a photo Jason had printed. The 3 of them, blurry, badly framed. Full of joy. This is the best picture I've ever seen, she said. Jason sat beside her. You're not even in focus, Zara smiled. Exactly. That means no one else will see me clearly either. It's perfect. They laughed, then fell quiet. Zara leaned her head on his shoulder. Do you ever wonder what would have happened if Max hadn't stolen those? You know, Jason grinned. Your panties, she nudged him. Don't say it like that, he laughed again. Honestly, I think the universe wanted us to meet. Max was just the delivery guy. Outside, a satellite passed quietly overhead, missing the cabin completely, just like they planned inside, an alien girl who chose love, a human who chose trust, and a dog who just wanted snacks lived a life. Nobody would believe, and far above, beyond the stars, a forgotten signal blinked once, then never again, because some stories don't end with goodbye, they begin with one stolen moment and never let go.